Hello, welcome to season 2 of the Sacred Soul Sisters podcast. Oh my goodness, we are in 2026 and I have never been more ready for this year. Oh my gosh, the year of the fire horse. Well, welcome before we get too far ahead. Welcome to the Sacred Soul Sisters podcast, a sacred space created for awesome souls who have spent years caring, giving, leading, and holding it all together, and are now feeling the quiet call to return to themselves. However, that call may be just getting a little louder this year. I'm Justina. I'm a Reiki master teacher, healer, nurse for over 20 years, transformational speaker, retreat leader, workshop leader, and this podcast is an invitation to you to allow your inner soul to slow down, soften, receive, and remember who you are beneath those roles and responsibilities and expectations that you've been carrying, but also to ignite the fire within you, to remind you how awesome you are. I'm so happy you're here. So here we talk about real healing, not the bypassing kind, but the kind that meets you exactly where you are. We explore energy, spirituality, emotional release, nervous system regulation, divine support, and what it truly means to live in alignment with your soul while navigating this crazy real life, right? So you'll hear heartfelt conversations, intuitive teachings, gentle practices, and soul-led interviews. They're all designed to help you clear energetic blocks, reconnect with your inner wisdom, and reclaim your vitality without guilt or burnout. Right? Like we are done. We are done messing around. I am so fired up about this year of 2026 and I cannot wait to hang with you this year. So thank you so much for being here. This is the place where you don't have to have it all figured out, but it is the place where your strength is remembered, your light is reawakened. And if this resonates with you, I would love for you to follow the show. Please leave a review. It helps the message reach so many more individuals that need it at this time. You can also visit my website at angelreikijourney.com, scroll to the bottom, sign up for the newsletter to receive soulful updates, upcoming offers, gentle reminders that you are never alone in this path. Come connect with me on Instagram at Angel Reiki Journey and join the conversation, or you can find me on LinkedIn where I share reflections, teachings, and ways to bring this work into your life and leadership. You weren't ever meant to do this alone. You belong here. And I'm so glad you are here. So take a breath and welcome to the Sacred Soul Sisters podcast. Hello, friends. I hope you are doing well. Welcome to episode 4, season 2. We're going to dive in a little bit, just talking about, winter's still here, embracing the stillness, letting us know we're not alone in this crazy world right now, touching base on a few of the topics going on in the world. So welcome. I hope that you are in a space of calmness. You may have to be in outer space right now to achieve that. But hopefully by the end of our conversation, you will have some tips in order to be able to really feel into that during this time. So I wanted to chat about, there was a couple days ago, I woke up angry, like legit angry, and so angry that I couldn't even pinpoint why I was so angry. I was trying to what is my problem? I literally just opened my eyes, feel like I want to fight. It was very bizarre. I was getting the kids ready for school and everything, and they could feel my frustration and irritation, and so that didn't go well. So then they were irritated and frustrated. So we had one big, super frustrated family with our poor 2 dogs, just like, what the hell is wrong with these people? And I don't even know, we all snipped at each other, and so I ended up being able, after I dropped off the kids, I went out to the park and I pulled into a beautiful spot, and it was freezing because it's been freezing in the Midwest. But anyway, I was in my warm car, and I'm sitting there, and I basically told myself, listen, I am sitting here until I can get my shit together. Like, I got to figure out what is going on, right? So I was there for over 2 hours trying to get my head straight. And I was talking to Spirit, and I was almost pleading. Like, I was like, I know that as an empath, even when you do your absolute best to do everything you can to make sure you're not, taking on the world, and that you're doing your clearing, and that you're this and that you're that, you're also not perfect, right? So, I don't know. Anyway, so with talking to Spirit, they started to show me pictures of everything that is going on in this world, which is an awful lot. And what was interesting, though, is some of them I had seen on the news, but some of them I had not. These images and these circumstances that were taking place all over the world in different areas. And then they started to show me the perspective from so many different viewpoints and vantage points, and reminding me about how people see through their wounds, right? Not necessarily through their logical mind. And a lot of times, and how they can look at things in a way that targets a certain group of people because of, something that directly happened to them, or something that their parents told them, or something that their grandparents told them, or some rivalry that went on for years, or all of these bizarre different thought processes that were going on. And they really started to show me the energetic shifting in the quantum that's taking place with all of this. The intensity is so high, right? So it was interesting. And then they started to kind of delve down what my anger was coming from, right? And so much of my anger was like this inner ignition of, like, I'm trying not to get, too involved with politics, too involved with this, too involved with that. But there comes a point when everything inside of you knows the difference between right and wrong, and you can no longer muzzle yourself. Like, there comes this time, or you were like, I have to stand up for what is right. So there is this strength and an odd sense of the way that starts to bubble out and over, and this anger that goes with it from, this innate ability to understand, the human condition. Yet also there is an understanding, I feel like, on a soul level, of what frequency we need to strive to be in versus what frequency we do not. And the reminder of, it was like Spirit said, we didn't necessarily want to let you get to this point, because I was mad. Had I run into the wrong person in my route to the park, and they would have made any comment in regards to causing harm to anyone for any reason that I feel is very invalid, I don't know how that would have went. I like to think that I am a big girl and make good decisions. Hello, Justina here. I am interrupting for just a moment for an emergency broadcast situation. Oh, no. Okay, not emergency broadcast, but I'm so excited to tell you about this. Okay, listen, we've got this vision board workshop, not just a vision board workshop. Okay, this is not like your ordinary thing. It's 2 hours. Okay, live facilitation. It's February 1st, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. No, I'm not going to teach you how to cut a piece of paper and how to glue. You know how to do those things, right? This is an empowerment meditation. You're going to have an energetic activation. It's going to be a Reiki-infused session of holding sacred space. We're going to talk about the energy of 2026, the fire horse. You are going to have your manifestation work going, your vision board creation. You can bring a poster board. You can have a piece of paper. You can use one crayon if you want to. You can have markers. You can have magazines and scissors and glue, or you can pull up Canva and make an electronic vision board. The majority of this is really about community, coming in sacred space, igniting each one of our inner lights and getting super excited about what this year has to offer. Because I don't know about you, but 2025 was kind of a shit show. So I can't wait to see you. Log in to the link that will be in the show notes. It will also be on angelreikijourney.com. And it's advertised on my Instagram and my LinkedIn as well. And I can't wait to see you. Remember, February 1st, 6 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on Zoom. Yay! Back to our episode. And for the most part, I do. However, at that moment, I don't know. I don't know if I would have made the best decisions. So, my point is that Spirit reminded me that this is why nature is important, Justina. This is why moments of stillness, moments of no added noise is important, because then your soul can communicate with the other souls in this world and out of this world, right? And you can realign with the correct frequency. You have to be doing, and I know we've talked about this before, but you have to be doing some part of self-care right now, guys. Like you got to be doing something. Got to be doing something. And I feel like I have to scream that at the top of my lungs because I don't even get it a lot of the time. I'm like, oh yeah, I will. I'll put that on my list of things to do. Nope, you got to do it. You better figure it out, because otherwise we're going to end up just like the people that we despise. And we don't want to be like that. That will not help our overall frequency of this planet. Okay, back to, when we mentioned about those monks walking all over the United States, still, I just feel compelled to mention it, that if you have not witnessed or learned about that, to do that as soon as possible, to just have that awareness that you have individuals praying for peace for you and for this world, and they don't know you. They don't give a shit what you look like. They don't give a shit where you're from. But they're walking for peace for you and me. I mean, that's so amazing. The other part that feels amazing is that more and more people are standing up for what they truly believe in. And that is such a beautiful thing to witness. I don't mean in the way where they start throwing daggers at people or trying to, cuss people out over and over or anything like that. But when they stand up in peaceful protest, and when they stand up supporting their neighbors and their families and their friends, that's what we're here for. We're here to support each other. We're here to assist each other to rise over and over. It's so awesome. So, also, of course, we need to talk about how we're doing that. Don't alienate yourself right now, guys. So in my nursing world, as you know, a nurse that works what they call PRN. So technically, I don't think I have to work but like 1 or 2 days a month. I often do more than that at the hospitals, but we're seeing patients that have given up their healthcare coverage, have stopped going to the doctor, stopped going to the hospital in fear of basically just everything that's going on in this world right now. Okay. In fear that they may run into some chaos. There's so many different things, and this has such a domino effect for their lives, especially the elderly that, may be living with their spouse who is also elderly, who is also struggling with their health, with chronic conditions. And then on top of that, they start to alienate themselves and spend more time alone. And just spending time alone every now and then is amazing. When you get to a point where you are spending days and days and days alone, and when I say alone, not necessarily do they have to live by themselves. It could be alone, just, the spouses or just the two people that live there or whatever. While it's helpful that one other person is there, when it's just you two for super extended periods of time, it still starts to give that sense of loneliness, of detachment, right? So if you know someone like that, someone in that circumstance, please go visit them. Please encourage others to visit them. Okay, so I wanted to share what I posted on Instagram because I talked about it. I rewrote it 18 different times. I prayed about it, and I just really wanted people to understand that they're not alone, right? So in case you're not following me on Instagram, it's an Angel Reiki journey. And basically what I posted was, hey, you losing your shit too? Yeah, same. Whew, it's heavy. The intensity is unreal. You can feel it igniting, rising within our bodies, screaming out for change. And while we know we live in a world of duality, balance, light and shadow, and all of that, let this be clear. We are not letting darkness win. Instead, we shine brighter. We activate. We call in love, hope, and divine support from the highest heaven right now. And again, and again, and again, minute by minute. And yes, we pause when we need to. We refill our own souls. We take quiet moments. We sink into nature. We do whatever it takes to bring our hearts and minds back into alignment so we can keep showing up for each other, for the greater good. And so it is. I love adding "and so it is" because I feel like that's so magical. There's some magical piece that embeds and imprints the belief in the system that yes, and so it is. And this coming very soon, Sunday, February 1st, is the snow moon, the full moon, which is referred to as the snow moon. It is also the date for our vision board workshop, which seems like such a not great, title of that, because really it is about coming together, time and community, and just holding all of our energies together collectively and being able to pour into ourselves pure love and excitement for 2026, and so needed right now. So Okay, side note on that, sorry. But anyway, the snow moon. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that. The snow moon, it's supposed to arrive February 1st, but we're already, those of us who are empathetic or intuitive or sensitive, those kinds of things are possibly already starting to feel it. And the snow moon is a time of purification, like soul truth, inner endurance or inner strength, right? So it comes up when the earth is still, when life appears like it's not hardly doing anything, life in the sense of nature, right? Because of, we've still got snow in a lot of areas, ice, those kinds of things. And spiritually, the moon is saying, hey, I just want to remind you that it's okay to slow down, that you're being called to still be in the slowness of the season and to do it without guilt. How many of us start getting, feeling guilty about resting, feeling guilty about not being productive? I'm feeling that way right now in some sense. Yes, I'm recording this podcast, but it's already 11:30 a.m. my time. And I have a ton of laundry that needs to be done. My floors need to be cleaned. My dishes need to be put away. And I am cuddled up on the couch with my warm coffee, my warm blanket, and my Lasso Opso Izzy sitting on my lap. And I don't have a lot of intention to get up anytime soon. There's a great deal of snow falling outside my window right now as well. And I am sort of grateful for the messages of the snow moon, because it gives permission, that it's okay to conserve energy right now. It's okay to listen inward instead of pushing and pushing and pushing outward, which also, I think pushing is going to be a term that is changed very, very soon, because I feel like it'll be this internal igniting more so than a push that's about to start taking place, right? So that's pretty awesome. But, and just, again, we're still kind of in that shedding phase. We're coming out of it, but we're still kind of there, releasing any of the survival patterns that we've had for so long that we don't need those anymore. We're going to be so much more into embodiment and sovereignty, and more on that in the vision board workshop on the 1st. But yeah, so calm and stillness, and I kind of associate that with the slowdown, but basically just slowing down without being full of guilt, right? Which is awesome. And we go in with, we start to reconnect with our inner courage. We start to allow the purification to release old fears, all of those scarcity stories, self-betrayal, any negative self-talk. Really start to become very aware of what you're saying. Your cells are always listening, always, always, always. And trust the unseen work is happening within you. Trust that your body is simply preparing itself for this insanely amazing ignition that's coming with 2026. And even though we're technically in 2026, it just hasn't, quite taken off just yet. I believe February 17th will be the official launch of the deepest embodiment starting to take place. But you don't have to fight the feeling of fatigue right now, or what may feel like fatigue, but really is just sitting with yourself, just sitting with yourself in being okay with being unproductive. And I say that, and Spirit's correcting me right now, because what they want to remind us is stillness actually isn't unproductive. Stillness is actually very productive because it allows our body and our cells to get ready fully, like get all in alignment for what is coming next. So while on the outward it may appear, and we have that self-talk of, oh, I'm just a lazy person, I'm just being lazy, I'm sitting on the couch, or I'm sitting on the couch, I'm just having a lazy day, which really isn't what's happening. Don't get me wrong, there could be some people just, I guess, maybe that way, but really you're not doing anything wrong. And all your insides are being very, very productive. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, so get over yourself. It's okay. Just chill. Allow yourself to rest as much as you can this week, whether that's like a extra few minutes in the bathroom that you have to go to hide away from people to take that break, or whether you go to bed an hour earlier at night, or you have the ability to take a nap throughout the day, or you have the ability to just leave the house a freaking mess and know that it'll wait for you, unless you have an amazing housekeeper. And if you do, please send them to my house. But anyway, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. So, for those of us that are sensitive and healers and light holders and empaths, sometimes this part of this stillness can feel emotionally heavy at times. But I think mostly because a lot of us get in that role of we just want to fix and we want to like make everything better, and we want to do this and do that and do this and do that we struggle to not do. We struggle to just be, right? So there's also kind of a thing, building a deep enough is enough moment around boundaries. This gives us another time frame to work in, like, what are the things that are most important to me and what are the things that are not? And since I am conserving my energy because I'm being more required to have these moments of stillness, so all of that productivity within me can take place, I may have to tell people no when it comes to doing more. If I feel tired, if I feel like I need rest, I need to take that time to do that. And something that Spirit is reminding us of as well, and this is the collective, is what's meant to bloom, what's meant to be fed and become more life force, energy producing and evolving is already alive within you. It's already there. The seeds are there. It's starting. So honor this time in stillness and pause. Honor the process. One of the things you can do, I think this brings us a lot to like the sacral chakra, right? Your womb space. And this is a good time to light a candle and to place your hands over your womb. And even if you don't have a womb, your sacral space. So like below your belly button, or where your belly button used to be if you no longer have a belly button. So let's just do that for a minute. If you're driving, definitely pause this and wait till you stop. But let's do that for a minute. Let's just close our eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Long exhale out of your mouth. Allow your hands to really connect your palms onto your womb space or your sacral chakra. Close your eyes and say to yourself, I release what I no longer need to carry. I trust the timing of my becoming. I honor rest as sacred. We're going to repeat that 2 more times. I release what I no longer need to carry. I trust the timing of my becoming. I honor rest as sacred. And the final time, I release what I no longer need to carry. I trust the timing of my becoming. I honor rest as sacred. And then do nothing. Not forever, but maybe go ahead and take this afternoon or this evening or whenever you can this week, but schedule it. Write it down when you're going to take this time to pause, repeat this, rewind this, re-listen again, and then do nothing but cuddle on your couch, cuddle with your kids, cuddle with your animal, cuddle with your spouse, cuddle with a pillow, with a soft blanket, and do nothing. And let that be enough. One more time. And let that be enough. This moon isn't like a super fancy, super flashy moon. This is an ancient, wise, and deeply maternal moon. And it's reminding us that even in the coldest season, life is quietly choosing itself, quietly doing all the preparation that is needed, even without our help. It's pretty awesome. All right. So, what are you being called to do? Do less. Feel more. Protect your energy. Choose softness over fixing. Let yourself be held by nature, spirit, or silence. And remember, you're not responsible for the collective weight. You're responsible for doing everything you can to soothe your soul, to feed your soul, whether that's through stillness during this time, whether that's through feeding your life force energy, whatever that is for you. And in turn, that will have beautiful positive effects on the collective weight, the collective heaviness that's going around. But you're not responsible to put all of your focus on the collective weight. You're responsible for bringing that healing, for doing that self-care, for doing that self-love, which in turn has that beautiful domino effect for all of those around us. But for those of us that do have those moments where we wake up angry, we wake up pissed off, we feel the emotions of things going on, we need to take a pause for a moment and say, what I feel that is not mine, I release now. What is mine, I honor and I tend to gently. One more time. What I feel that is not mine, I release now. What is mine, I honor and I tend to gently. So basically, sum it up in another way, this moon doesn't ask empaths to shine brighter. It asks you to rest inside your own light, which in turn makes it shine brighter. So we can say it so many different ways. But when we invest in those things for ourselves, when we invest in taking care of ourselves, it does shine brighter. And the ultimate goal absolutely is to allow our light to shine as bright as it possibly can, to have a positive impact on this beautiful, beautiful world. Okay, so I've got a little visualization that I just want to give to you guys too. Again, this is one you don't want to be driving for. You want to be stopped somewhere, or you can do this right before bed is another great time. But just kind of, during the snow moon, which we could all be feeling right now for sure. And yeah, so let's get into it. So go ahead and close your eyes. Deep breath in through your nose. Big exhale. Okay. All right. So begin by finding a comfortable position. Allow your body to soften. Feel your jaw start to soften. Your shoulders, your belly. There is nothing you need to do right now. Take a slow breath once more through your nose and a longer breath out through your mouth. Now imagine yourself out beneath a quiet night sky. Above you, the snow moon is glowing softly. Not blinding, not demanding, just present. As its light touches you, it becomes a cool, luminous, and kind sort of light. See this beautiful moonlight gently forming a protective cocoon around your body. Not a wall, not armor, but a soft, insulating field, like fresh snow blanketing the earth. This light allows love, peace, and guidance to pass through. Anything heavy, chaotic, or not yours simply melts away before it can enter. Feel this cocoon adjusting perfectly to you, protecting your heart, your nervous system, and your energy field. Now bring your awareness to your heart center. Imagine a small, steady flame there. It does not flicker in the cold. It burns calmly, confidently, and safely. Say silently or out loud, I am safe in my energy. I release what is not mine to carry. My sensitivity is protected and guided always. With each breath out, feel the snow moonlight gently strengthening your boundaries without hardening you, without closing your heart. Now imagine roots growing from the sides and soles of your feet, moving slowly into the earth below. They connect you to warmth, stability, and ancient support. You are held above. You are anchored below. And you are centered within. Stay here as long as you like. When you are ready, gently return your awareness to your body, knowing this protective field remains with you, and you can call it back at any time with one breath and one intention. You may re-listen at any time. During these full moons, sometimes it's helpful to listen to this or something similar right as you lay down to go to bed at night, just to remind you of how protected, how loved, and how supported you are. Okay, just kind of wiggle your fingers and toes to make sure you're bringing your awareness back to your room around you. Step your feet onto the ground, and you can always envision the dirt of the ground against the bottom of your feet or the trunk of the tree behind your back, just kind of re-grounding you back into the earthly realm. All right. I hope this helps, you guys. It helped me. I appreciate you listening so much. I appreciate that I get to do this because it really does help me with everything, to keep me in alignment and to remind me repeatedly as well about how supported we are. And we're going to get through this. You know, we look through history, and while it feels at times that darkness was winning, in the end it didn't. It didn't. Light always came back. The sun always came back up. We'll get through this. We will. But we do have to have community to do it. So I hope I get to see you on Sunday night, February 1st, for our workshop. Again, if you haven't signed up, do that quickly. I will try to remember to make sure it's in the show notes. But if not, it's on my website. And it is on in my Instagram bio. So I love you guys. I can't wait to talk to you soon. Okay, bye. Hi, before you go, hey, I just want to say thank you again. I'm so grateful you're here. Thank you for sharing this space with me today. And I hope that you can feel the sense of community. Every time you listen to one of these episodes, you're in community with not only me, but everybody else that's listening to. And in that beautiful frequency that's created, we get to have our hearts infused with the love and peace and the hope that we have for each other. So thank you so much for that. So as you move back into your day, I invite you to take a moment, just soften your shoulders, breathe into your heart, and notice what shifted for you in this conversation. How do you feel? I hope amazing. And if this episode resonated, please follow the Sacred Soul Sisters podcast. Take a minute to leave a review. Your words help this healing ripple reach other beautiful souls who are quietly longing for support, remembrance, and community. And stay connected. You can visit my website, angelreikijourney.com. You can book an Angel Reiki session there. You can see some of the other events that we have going on. And if you scroll to the bottom, sign up for the newsletter where I share soulful reflections, upcoming offers, and gentle invitations to reconnect with yourself. You can also find me on Instagram at Angel Reiki Journey for inspiration. Connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm over there too. And remember, you don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to carry all this alone. You are deeply supported. You are divinely guided, and you are worthy of ease and joy and magnetizing moments in your life. And I'm so excited for that. Until we meet again, take care of your beautiful heart and know that it's okay to choose yourself. It's okay to offer self-love to yourself, and it's okay to receive the love and abundance this universe wants to give you. So I will see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.